So bad. Oh, there's Roseanne. Hi, honey.
Okay, okay, wait. Oh yeah.
So just continuing your shoulder rolls back. And continuing with your breath. Inhaling through your nostrils, exhaling through your nostrils, and now we're going to go forward. So just loosening up the shoulders. And I'm not going to play any music, but if you want to play your own music in your own space, you're welcome to. But everybody likes different kinds of music, so I'm just gonna, like Anna, not play anything. And we're gonna do some shrugs. And then we're just gonna loosen up the neck. We're gonna lift up the chin, looking up toward the ceiling. Release the shoulders down and just feel that stretch in your neck. And on your next exhale, we're gonna tuck the chin in and lower the head. Tuck the chin in toward the chest. Continue to release the shoulders down, feeling that stretch in the back of your neck. Inhaling up, we're gonna drop the right ear down toward the right shoulder, stretching out the left side of your neck. And on your next inhale, coming up, and on your next exhale, lower the left ear down toward the left shoulder. Stretching the right side of your neck. And back to center, we're just gonna do half circles. So right to left, left to right. And back to center, we're gonna warm up the wrists and just go inward. So it's warming up all your joints. And outward. Fist. And release the fingers. Inhale a nice fist. And release the fingers. One more. And we're going to flex the hands up, feeling that stretch in the forearm. Try to keep your shoulders down still. And then we're going to flex the fingers down, feeling that stretch in the wrists. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. And release, just shaking it all out. We're just going to place the left hand down. Make sure your left shoulder is nice and loose. And you're just going to bring the right arm overhead, stretching the right side of your body. And on your next inhale, coming up, both arms up. And on your exhale, bring that right hand down, right shoulder down, left arm over. Inhaling up. You're going to place your hands on your knees, and we're just going to loosen up our trunk and our spine. And we're just going to do circular motions forward. Hold on to the knees, come back, use your core, and forward. Really root your sit bones into the mat. And now we're going to go the other direction. As you're coming up, you're making your torso nice and long and tall. Awesome. So now we're going to extend the legs out. And we're going to warm up our ankles. Do you see my feet?
No.
No? I'll move. How's that?
Here we go. Yep.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to just move our feet side to side. Remaining nice and tall, rooted in your sit bones, moving the flesh out of the way. Nice torso, you don't want to scrunch over, nice and tall. And you're going to feel like that stretch behind your low back, all behind your legs, calves. And then you're just going to point the toes up. So really feeling that behind the knees and the calf muscle. And then pointing forward. Stretching your ankles, the top of your feet, and flexing it up again. And pointing out. And flexing up again. Continuing to breathe. And last one, point. Now we're going to warm up the hips and knees. So what you're going to do is bring that right foot down. And you're going to interlace your hands for support under the knee area, just right underneath. And we're just going to gently pull the knee in toward the chest and extend it out. In, extend it out. So loosening up the knee and hip. And release. We're going to do left leg. So interlacing your hands underneath the knee, gently pulling and extend it. Awesome. And just loosening it up, shaking it out. Just shaking everything out. And we're going to turn our bodies around, coming onto hands and knees. And we're going to come into a child's pose. So you want the toes touching, knees wide, and just sinking your hips and tailbone back down. And you're going to just stretch out right here, bring your shoulders down your back, and just stretch out your arms, spread out your fingertips, and engage your core by bringing it in towards the spine. And then on your next exhale, you're going to lower the elbows down and lower the forehead down. Child's pose. Just stretching out your hips, your low back, your shoulders. And on your next inhale, we're going to come up to tabletop and then lift up into a cow position. Head up, tailbone up. And on your next exhale, we're going to round the spine, head in, tailbone in. Inhale, head up, tailbone up. Exhale, round the spine, head in, tailbone. In, tailbone up. Exhale, spine, tailbone in. Come back to tabletop, neutral position. And we're going to bring the left foot forward into a low lunge. Now, if you've got blocks or books, you can use that for support and just stretching your hips forward, rocking back and forth. Just rocking back and forth. And if you've got the balance, you can just lift your arms up all the way and just sink forward, palms facing each other, shoulders down. And just bring your arms down into cactus. Just really opening up the chest, kissing the shoulder blades together. And feeling that stretch right in your quad muscle. And you're going to bring your right hand down to your mat or your block if you've got one. And you're going to twist to the left arm up. And just hold. Tune into the breath. And exhale the left hand down onto the mat or the block. You're going to switch legs. So bring the left leg back, right leg forward, and just rocking gently back and forth. If you have sensitive knees, you can always double up your mat, hold your mat underneath your knee. If you got a little garden mat, square mat for gardening, you can use one of those. Or a little blanket. And we're gonna lift the arms up. Palms facing each other, shoulders down the back. Doing that in the left quad muscle. And we're gonna exhale down into cactus arms. Open up the chest. Kiss the shoulder blades together. And on your next exhale, we're gonna bring the left hand down onto your block or the ground and twist to the right arm up. And release the right hand down. You're going to curl your left toes at the back of your mat, and you're going to lift up the back knee and step forward. Okay, inhaling all the way up. And just put your palms together. And just kind of do a slight back bend. Feet are hip width apart, and just push your hips forward and just reach back a little bit. And exhale the hands to the heart center. Taking a moment, breathe, tune into your breath. So you're just holding your hands together, feet hip width apart, tuning into the breath. Take a second. You can even sigh out if you want to, if you need to get that excess energy out. Going in. One more. Just shake it out, do a little jiggy. Shaking it out. Now, can you see my whole body?
Just waist up.
It's okay. See here. So we're going to bring the right foot back onto the toe. Left leg forward, the left knee is bent, and the left knee stacked above your ankle. So you want to look at your knee and make sure it's not protruding over the ankle. That's going to cause knee issues, knee pain. So you want to make sure your joint is stacked. Your knee is stacked above the ankle. And you're just stretching out your back leg. It's up to you how far you want to do your stance. And then we're just going to bring the arms up into a high lunge. Palms together. And exhale, bring the arms down into cactus arm. So feeling that stretch, feeling your right leg all stretched out while your left leg is engaging. This is really good for balance. And then you're going to ground down your right heel to the ground. So now you're going to bring that right hip down. And spread your hands up into a warrior two. Keep the shoulders down. Gaze through your left fingertips into a warrior two. Exhale the left arm down to the left leg. Right arm overhead. Side angle up. So feel that stretch on the right side. So really engaging the leg in these poses. And on your inhale, you move up, bring that lift up. So now you stretch out the side of your and please bring both hands on the hips. And both hips forward, step forward. Right now, we're going to step the left leg. So using your left leg to come back, right leg forward, right knee is stepped above the ankle. So lots of coordination also at the same time as movement and strengthening of the legs. And arms up. High lunge. Feeling that left calf muscle activating while your right quad muscle, right glute muscle are activating. And on your next exhale, bring your stand. So opening up the chest, really stretching out. You even feel that in your biceps a little bit. And exhale, you're going to heel back down. Hip back. Extend the arms out. Through two. Gaze through your front fingertips. You're not feeling anything, you might need a little wider stance. And next, exhale. Left. And you bring left arm back to the left leg, stretching the right side of your left leg. On the exhale, hands on hips, hips forward, step forward, shaking it all.
Tracy, I'll give you the 8-minute heads up just so you're aware.
Does anybody want to do a meditation at the end, or be just short for time?
I'm down for anything. Ladies?
Okay.
All right, so we're just gonna do a balancing pose. And then we're gonna learn something. Okay? So for balance, we're just going to take a bit here. We're just going to bring the left foot down. So you're gonna ground in the left foot. And you want to bring down the heel, the toe pad, the inner ankle, the outer ankle. And then you want to stack your joint. Stack the knee above the ankle, hip above the knee. And really like ground down that foot. We're going to go into a tree position, and you want your roots of your foot steady, else the rest of your tree is going to be weak and wobbly, and you're going to lose your balance. So you really want to ground down that left foot and put this strength through your leg. Now you can start off with your left heel at the lower ankle. You can stay here until you've got your balance, and then you can move your foot up to low mid shin. Really bring the right knee out to the side. If you are feeling adventurous, you can put it right to the inner thigh. Wherever you're at, whatever's best for your body. And then you want to bring your hands to heart center, tune into your breath, find something in front of you that's not moving and just gaze at it. Tuning into the breath. This is a really good balancing position, really strengthening the left leg. And on your next exhale, you can release, shaking it out a little bit. And we're going to do the same thing with the right heel. Ground down the right heel, outer ankle, inner ankle, toe pads. And then you're going to stack your knee above your ankle, hip above the knee. Really ground it. And then bring your left heel, either the low ankle, mid shin, or inner thigh, wherever you are at, it feels best for you. And this time, we'll just bring the hands out, thumb and first finger. Tuning into the breath, staring at something in front of you, just being in the moment. And really shaking it all out. So I'm going to get you ladies to come down onto the mat, onto your backs. So I'm going to sit, but I'll walk you through it. So just lying on your backs, you're going to bring your arms overhead for a full body stretch. Stretch out those fingers, stretch out those arms, the armpits, your chest, your torso, your legs, your toes. Just stretch everything out on your back. So you're lying down, reclining on your mat. Awesome. And then you're going to bring the knees into the chest, hug your arms around your knees, just massage your spine into your mat, rocking gently side to side. So you're wrapping your arms around your knees, holding onto your knees. And you're going to lower your knees to the right. Lower them down as far as they can go to the side of your mat. And you're just going to open up your arms and look to the opposite hand. Spine twist. You're just stretching your whole spine out. And if you don't have a lot of room, you can do cactus arms. You can bend the elbows and have the arms behind if you don't have a lot of room. And feeling that spinal stretch, start to feel your heartbeat starting to slow down. Tuning into your breath. And on your next inhale, you're gonna lift up the knees, lower them down to the other side, look to the other hip. And release. Does everybody, all the ladies have time to do a meditation?
We have 2 minutes exactly when it cuts off.
Does anybody want to stay for a meditation or is everybody busy?
It's gonna cut off though, the Zoom will stop.
Oh, okay.
I know, I'd like to have you for 3 hours.
All right, so we'll just lie on your back. We'll just do the last minute with tuning into your breath. And just breathing. You can have one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. And just mentally invite and give yourself permission for good things to come this following week as you start your Monday tomorrow. Just notice throughout your week how much you can receive and let yourself open up to receive. Open up to new thoughts and emotions and energy and abundance in your life. Imagine yourself creating space and mentally, emotionally, and physically for your week ahead. Opening up your energy for good things to come. And we'll do one last breath, the sigh out, inhaling in, and a nice sigh out. One more. We'll do one more, inhaling in. And then you can roll